Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Ike. In this video, I will talk about what's in your food. Pretty much, we're looking at food label. That's what we're talking about today in details. So it's very important to understand what's in your food. That way you can make the right choices when you're buying foods. So what's happening here is like you go to a store, you want to buy an item or a product, so you have to look at what is in that product so you can compare with other name brands that is on the shelf with it. That way you can choose or decide which one is better for you depending on what you're looking for. So what is the number one reason we have to look at the label? So it's good you can understand that good nutrition starts with good food. So when you look at the label, then you will know what is in the food. That way you can make an informed decision in getting what is right for you. So it is also important for us to maintain a healthy weight. So by understanding what's in the food, you know that you're not choosing something that has more calories than you don't want to consume. So like this, you compare whether it is nutrient dense or whether it is calorie dense. So you know the differences, then you decide on what you want to buy. Now, learning how to read food labels, help you again, like I mentioned before, choose healthy foods. That's the purpose of looking at the labels, because you want to make sure that they have the right nutrients that you're looking for. I know sometimes you run into the store, you want to get something that has some protein after working out or after doing some running. It's like, you know what, I need some with 20 grams of protein or 30 grams of protein. How do you know that? You just look at the food label. So you see that, and okay, the food label also tells you about other nutrients in that product as well. So like vitamins, and if it has the oils that is mentioned on there. So like this, you come to know what is in the product or the item that you're buying. So like this, you come to see that the food label is important to help you make the right decision for you. So according to FDA and USDA standards, most foods are required to have nutrition labels. Exempt foods includes food served for immediate consumption, such as in hospitals, cafeterias, airplanes, bakeries, and delis. So other foods that contain no significant amount of any nutrients, such as coffee and tea, and sometimes spices, may not have labels on them. So these are things that you consume right away, and again, they're not nutrient dense, so we know that it's pretty straightforward. So like this, it's important that one examines the labels well. That way you can decide on what kind of product you're gonna get when you get to the store. So it is also important to understand the serving sizes and its per container, because on the food label it tells you how many serving sizes you have on there. Sometimes some food products or items may have 10 serving sizes, and you get to know that. So like if you're consuming that product, you're consuming 10 times whatever nutrients is in there. So that's the reason why food label is very important. So like I said, especially the serving sizes. So what's on the label? So now that's the next point we ask, and what's on the label. So now we can look at the nutrition facts. That's the panel we're going to be looking at. The panel format. So under labels, nutrition facts panel, manufacturers must provide information on certain nutrients. Once again, under the labels, nutrition facts panel, manufacturers are required to provide information on certain nutrients. So the mandatory components and the order in which they must appear must be listed on the label. So if the manufacturer claims about any other nutrients, they must also provide that claim or the nutrients they are claiming on the label, so that way you can see it firsthand. So now let's take a look at the food label, because we're going to be looking at the food label right now, how it looks like. So the label So it has like nutrition facts. That's the first thing you see on top of the label, like nutrition facts. So you gotta take a quick skim at it. Nutrition facts, the first thing you see is the serving size, then the serving per container. So serving size, it says it's gonna tell you how much calories is a one serving size. Then it's gonna tell you how many serving sizes are in that container. Sometimes it may say 2, 3, 4, or even 1. Sometimes it says 10. So it depends on what item you're buying. So it tells you the amount of serving sizes in there. So okay, this has 8 portions in it, or 4 portions, or 3 portions. So those are the serving sizes we're talking about. And we also understand the amount per serving is very, very important. So like this, you come to know the amount of calories that is in there. So it's going to tell you the calories per serving. So it's going to say calories, say 90, 100. This calories that is shown here is talking about per serving. So that's what it's looking at. So when you multiply it with the number of total servings in that container, that's how much you have in there. So now, for example, the total fat might say 3 grams. So that's per serving. So if you want to know or calculate the overall serving size, in that you have to multiply it by the number of servings per container. So the next thing we're going to be looking at is the cholesterol. Sometimes the cholesterol is listed on there, so at least you know how much cholesterol you're consuming if it's on the label. So if it's not on there, then if it says 0%, that means it doesn't have cholesterol in it. So another item we're going to be looking at is the sodium. The sodium component is very important because you have to know the amount of sodium we are consuming, because we don't want to consume a lot of sodium per serving. So sometimes you have to look at the percentage. Tells you about the daily values that you can consume. What's on there. So it's percentage daily values. So like this, you come to know that it's just the fraction you're looking at. So the 100% is like that's what you require for that day. But if it says 13%, that's okay. You still got more room for more to consume. So another thing we're gonna be looking at is the dietary, or the total carbohydrates first. The total carbohydrate first. It tells you the amount of carbohydrates in there. Sometimes it tells you if it has added sugar or no sugar added. It's also going to tell you about the fiber, if it has fiber. So if the item you buying has fiber, it's going to be listed on there as well. So that way you know that, okay, it has some amount of fiber on the label. So the next thing we're going to be looking at is the protein section. So the protein is going to show you about how many proteins are in that container. It tells you the serving size as well. So like this, if the protein is there, it's going to show the amount of protein that is in the container, and it's going to show you the percentage of the daily value. So like this, you're aware of what you're consuming. Then the last component is like the vitamin section. So and other stuffs, vitamins and minerals are listed at the bottom. So it's going to show you the vitamins. It's going to show you the amount of vitamins in a serving size. So again, if you want to calculate the amount of serving size in that whole bottle or in the whole container, you have to multiply it by the total serving size in that container. So that's how you get the right amount of vitamins in there, per container. Another thing you'll be looking at is the whole container or the item you buy is always based on 2,000 calories. That's another fact that we always look into. It's based on 2,000 calories, and it's also sometimes it gives information about the calorie from each source. For example, fat has 9 calories per gram, and carbohydrate has 4 calories per gram, and protein has 4 calories per gram. So that is, we come to see that the food label is very important in order for us to make the right decision in buying the right food for us when we go to the store. So by looking at the food label, you're able to understand what you're looking for. If you're looking for a protein rich product, you're gonna find out that it has so X amount of protein in it. If you're looking for something that has good amount of vitamins, you're also gonna see the vitamin section. You're gonna look at it and know that it has the right amount of vitamins that you're looking for. So sometimes it shows you the carbohydrates or the fats, so that way you know what you're consuming, and like that you come to make an informed decision in buying that product. You can also use the food label as a guide to evaluate other products. That way you can compare two items with their food labels to see which one has the right amount of nutrients that you're looking for. So like this, you'll be able to decide which item or product you want to buy. So I hope you take something out from this video. Again, it is important for us to understand about food label. That way we can make the right decisions when we're buying stuff from the store. I just made this video so that I can share this information. Hopefully it helps you out when you're deciding on what you want to buy at the store. So I hope you find it useful. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace and love. Thank you.